I'm going to San Diego.
Whoop, whoop.
Flying out.
Are you jealous? Everyone's leaving the state and you're just like, stuck here.
No, because I do not want to go to San Diego. I don't want to go to California anymore.
I do want to go to LA sometime and take my son there.
Mm-hmm.
Just to go watch a Rams game.
Yeah.
It seems fun.
I don't want to go there anytime soon.
Why?
Just not until whatever's going on right now, like the whole. I don't want to deal with the homeless issue.
The what?
Homeless issue over there?
You're not going to be...
What?
That's not going to be an issue to you at all because you don't live there. For what?
You're not homeless.
Yeah, it's going to be like you can still go and do touristy shit. It's like going to Vegas. There's homeless people everywhere.
No, from what I've heard about people that have gone there recently, there's like it's like the streets are bad and like the big areas where people like used to just crowds everywhere for the people.
Don't go to Denver then.
I don't want to.
Don't go anywhere. The homeless people, like the thing is, Oklahoma itself has such a shitty homeless population problem.
Well, I don't like Oklahoma. That's the whole reason of me leaving Oklahoma.
Where are you going to go?
I'm just going to travel until I feel comfortable.
He said Atlanta. That's much better.
I said I want to party in Atlanta, but again, that's like at minimum. Actually, that wouldn't even be the first place I'd go, so it'd be like 2-3 years.
Any big city you go to, there's going to be a rampant homeless population issue.
Yes, but because of the population of like Los Angeles, and was it Blair County, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, like the proportion of the massive population, because it's like, is it the largest populated city in America?
It's either second or third.
I know. I think Houston's right below it.
Mm-hmm.
Houston's, I think it's like 9.3 million, and then it's like 8.7 million or something.
Anyways, why are you afraid to go? Why are you afraid of homeless people?
Yeah, why are you afraid of homeless
people? I just
people?
don't want to deal with... It's like nothing to do with the actual people itself. It has to do...
Kind of sounds like it's the people themselves.
No, it's just that because of that, there's going to be issues with business, and because of issues with business, there's just like general morale is going to be super low. So society itself, until it finds a way to repair the blamed issue that they're going to be seeing every time they walk out into the streets, there's going to be a generally low morale dealing with that situation just in the general...
I think you're extrapolating feelings. Like, I think it's going to be a lot better of a time than what you're thinking right now. I have friends who live in LA.
Yeah, because, I mean,
it's fine. Like,
literally...
Issues are.
I mean...
And that's just people, but that's just people that...
That's people who are... Yeah, and that's the thing is, where are they from? Here? Are they from here?
No.
Because everyone from the country hates California because there's people. That's the thing is, you go to any city, you're going to see homeless people. You're going to see... It's going to be gross. It's going to be dirty.
Yeah,
it's going to be...
Los Angeles is the only one that has 700...
Go to New York City. Go to Brooklyn.
Now, but people are just...
It's been that. I'm saying
Ninja Turtles are homeless.
Like, I've been to all of these cities. Like,
Master Splinter.
Isn't nearly as... Like, the numbers are nearly quantifiable in that, though. Comparatively.
I think they are.
I think
because New York City's square mileage is much smaller than LA County.
Yeah, I'm talking about, like, per capita, like, Los Angeles.
There's more people per square mile in New York City than there are in LA, which means that's more people living on top of each other in that square mileage. LA has a bigger population because they have a bigger square mileage.
They have more homelessness per capita.
I'm saying homelessness is everywhere.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying right now LA is the worst.
I think.
But no.
I think Oregon is worse than LA.
No, I mean you look it up.
I'm saying okay.
I
love that argument. Like, look it up.
Okay.
No, because 100% this entire argument would be finished if you just looked up like.
No, I'm not.
Worst city for homelessness.
That's not what you were arguing, though.
Highest percentage.
I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying it's silly.
A city with that high percentage of homelessness.
I'm confused. Why? Because that literally cuts off like all of the big cities in the United States, like Chicago, like St. Louis.
No, because none of them are that bad.
What point? At what point is homelessness like I said? It's like not. LA is not like I said. I think
worst.
I think that you're taking a homeless opinion and making the city out to be a terrible place. Because LA is not a bad place. Like I said, you're trying.
Okay, first of all, Los Angeles ranks 4th and New York City ranks 8th.
Okay. Who's number 1?
It doesn't tell me. Well, actually, take that back. Santa Cruz, Watsonville, California, Metro ranks the worst.
Okay, how many are California in the top 5?
Oh, I mean, yeah, okay.
No,
Actually,
California's
hold on.
terrible for homeless because it's so fucking expensive to live there, and
That's
everyone.
why originally I said San Diego because it spreads. Like it's not just a Los Angeles issue; it's a California issue, and they're putting 1.3.
New York and Hawaii and California had
to
the
fund
highest
homeless,
rates
like,
in
to help
2020.
homeless people.
Yes.
Okay.
The budget for California for homelessness is 1.8 billion. I'm sorry, 1.3 billion. I mean,
Washington D.C.
highest in.
is number one.
Yeah.
That didn't surprise me.
So there
It's
you,
fucking expensive to live in Washington D.C.
there you go.
And it's just.
There's your answer. Number one, Washington. So both of your arguments
I
are.
thought you said California was.
No, he
No.
said he.
California was fourth.
No, what was the one you said? The other one, California. You said-
Santa Cruz.
Yeah, you just said that one was number one.
That was number one in California.
Yeah.
Oh, they.
No, number one overall, Washington D.C.
Okay. Still, I wouldn't want to go to Washington either. I don't want to go anywhere.
And you know what's ranked higher than California?
What?
Hawaii.
That doesn't surprise me. It's super expensive to live in Hawaii.
So there you go.
It's like $10 for a gallon.
There's your argument.
10 or 13.
So are we good now? Or are we done arguing?
I was just saying I don't want to.
I don't like when mom and dad argue.
Well, I'm just confused as to why. Like, if that, like, I'm confused as to why you're gonna put
You
that.
started this already, like a while ago.
I did. You're gonna die.
Give me 1 second, because I still have tears in my eyes.
He's dying inside.
You have a grumpy face, by default.
Man, I don't even live here.
Did I remember my keys, or am I just stupid?
Oh, I don't like how this is going.
I think it's for dummies.
Welcome to the Absurdity Podcast. My name is Cameron, and with me is Jake and DK.
Ooh.
Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Absurdity69. Follow us on YouTube at Absurd Entertainment. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And follow us on TikTok at Absurdity Podcast.
I would want to live in Hawaii for a brief moment of time.
Well,
I'd like to travel there, but like,
I would like
actually, you know what?
like van life in Hawaii.
You know what? Next year, we had talked about going to Hawaii for a week because they let you do a tour of where they filmed Jurassic World, and my son wants to go so bad.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would want to see that.
Yeah, if they have the gyroscopes, oh boy,
No,
I would be stoked.
I want to go to one of the. There's one of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Like
Yeah.
if I do a trip like offshores,
Hey, TK?
huh?
When you look at him, can you like move your mic with you?
No.
Because you're like talking like off to the side of it.
Yeah, we gotta keep a fist between.
Yeah.
But you want to be like talking into it. Okay.
I'm just gonna sign the rest of the episode. I lost my train
We
of thought.
just want the best.
No, I'm
sound
just f***ing with you.
possible.
There you go. There's one edit. There's probably a lot more edits. What is? I lost my train of thought.
Hawaii, Virgin Islands.
Oh yeah, there's a spot there that is like
Choo choo.
super climber destination.
Oh.
And the thing is
wondering where you're going with
you're in the tropics, you know, huge white sandy beaches, palm trees, and then there's these just like enormous boulders that you just free climb, and then you're like, oh, I've been crushing it for an hour. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. I'm gonna jump in the ocean, and it's like crystal clear blue, and it's really not
It's like a rocky shore.
no. It's not
Jaws was right there.
like there's even like
The Megalodon showed up,
oh,
and
that'd be so cool. I would ride the megalodon.
I
Like
would not go anywhere near the water if I saw the Megalodon.
Really?
I'm gonna go anywhere near the water if I saw a shark. I'm terrified of the ocean.
Punch it in the nose, man.
In theory.
I don't know if punching a Megalodon in the nose is really going to do any good.
You don't know until you try it. I mean,
And then you're like plankton to him.
let's go.
Thanks.
Well, then
That
I
was a
wouldn't.
nice little
then maybe
tic-tac.
I wouldn't like, actually feel any pain. It would just be like, oh, like whole
Maybe- what
Pinocchio
if he swallowed
situation.
you whole?
Like I said, it'd be like a Pinocchio situation. Maybe there's a boat in there. Maybe I'm gonna sail out.
I wouldn't want to risk it.
You know.
See, I always have the nightmare of like imagine you're in the middle of the ocean, like just underwater, and you just see a shadow behind you. You turn around, it's just Jaws.
I mean, you wouldn't have much thinking after that. Like, you'd just be dead.
No, that's the thing though. If he
No, you
if he
would.
doesn't like chew you up, if he just swallows you, how long are you gonna live though?
Something that big.
Long enough to know you're going to die.
No, that's
to
what I'm
think
saying.
about
Like,
your
I mean,
death.
that's what I'm saying. Like, how long are you gonna?
You would either suffocate unless you have a tank on you, or you'd have to burn in the stomach acid. If you just get swallowed, that's a slow.
I mean, you wouldn't. I don't think you'd suffocate because he's breathing in air.
No, he's not to his stomach. And they don't. No, it's not. It's a shark. But also not into his stomach.
You're right.
But if it was a whale, if we're going like straight Pinocchio situation, where a
I thought
whale.
that's what we were doing.
Well, he said shark. Because it started with a megalodon. Megalodon's shark.
Listen,
I mean, that's basically a shark whale. Besides the.
But
whale
still
shark.
shark. Still a fish.
whale shark, not shark whale.
Yeah, the ultimate gun.
One exists, one doesn't.
One did exist though.
I think if you get swallowed by a whale shark, that's kind of your fault.
I mean, not really. Like, how are you going to dodge that? You can't just like scoot out of the way.
Because they can also like
They suck in.
Yeah, there's
you
like
get,
a jet.
You get pulled into the current that they create.
mouth current.
They're not, like,
Mouth current.
massive, so they tend to avoid something that big. Unless you're threatening like they're young.
And then they're also not like super predatory.
whale shark?
Whale sharks aren't like super predatory though.
No,
Also,
no,
they
they're
eat like
not.
krill and
Well,
Yeah.
they don't have teeth, but like
they're like fish.
Yeah, they're not.
not microscopic.
They're just big. They're just huge.
Wouldn't it
People
be?
saying no, not that, and I say something. It's like no.
He's like, here's this fact, but it's not true.
It's the absolute opposite.
It's the absolute opposite of what I'm saying. Sorry.
Do we have teeth like a cookie cutter shark?
I think cookie cutter shark has more like teeth.
Is there actually a cookie cutter shark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're small. But
You learn something new every day.
There's
I didn't know there was a cookie cutter shark.
Dude, there's so many sharks.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
There's like so many.
I
Sharks.
know there's a lot of sharks. I just didn't know there was a cookie cutter
There's so many
shark.
fish. The ocean.
Yeah.
The ocean. Like we've only
Ocean's crazy.
discovered like 20%.
Aliens.
like mapped 20%.
Oh
of the
yeah,
deep
yeah.
ocean.
We're
Imagine.
nowhere close because we can't go deep enough to find anything. Like
Mariana's Trench.
There's deeper,
there's way deeper. Yeah.
but it's terrifying.
I
Those fish that come out of that area. Ooh.
Well, that's the thing. Like, have you seen like the blob fish when they
Yeah.
like pull it up and it
Yeah.
just turns into like?
what is it?
It looks like me when I get out of the shower.
Sheesh.
I need a towel.
I need a towel. I got dry off.
Can you give me a towel?
Honey.
Yeah, I want to see what a blobfish looks like.
I just showed you. That's what it looks like. I'm not even kidding.
I mean, I know what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like.
Except a longer nose. It's like a Squidward nose.
I know, but that's when it's out of its pressure zone. When it's in its pressure zone.
That was an excellent clarinet.
Yeah. I've been really working on my sound effects.
Working on your clarinet sound effects. Hey man,
Blobfish.
I told you.
That's when it's in its habitat.
it looks like a turtle head.
I mean, it still looks dopey. It looks like.
I mean, yeah, they're weird.
That's not. I don't think that's a very good accurate. Like,
Did you say is that a lungfish? Is that what you said?
Blobfish.
Oh, that's a blobfish.
Yeah, that's because.
I don't think that's an accurate.
Well, you normally see.
Oops.
That's not the. It's not. I don't think that's the scientific name for it.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope not. I would hope like these scientists are like,
So it's just like, yes,
just
blob.
call it the blob.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
I mean, there's been. I mean, look at the things that are just named.
Go to its
Yeah, I
action.
know. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's out of water. Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like. Yeah, it's just a sad face.
It's actually. Oh wow, that's kind of actually hard to pronounce.
Try it. Try it.
BLOB.
No, that is incorrect. The actual
Yeah, the scientific name.
the
for it.
class of it.
Cycrolutes marcitus.
What?
Socrates.
That's the side. Yeah. The class.
Fish is a genius.
The class. Read the
Sorry.
class.
The class? I didn't see the class.
Upper.
It's
Blue collar.
Actinoterigi.
Oh, actinoterigi. Yeah, actinoterigi.
Actino.
I don't know why that was so hard.
Actino. I'm having a stroke. It feels like trying to say it.
I'm like, yeah, it's actinoterigi. I don't know
Anybody
what
else
the
smell
problem
burning
is.
toast? Dumbo. Man, now I'm on here looking at fish and the Dumbo octopus.
Yeah, welcome to the rabbit hole.
Here we go.
Well, we should have called this the rabbit hole podcast.
The rabbit hole podcast.
I mean, it would make more sense.
Pretty much sometimes. So how?
And the cover art would have been perfect. We could have just had a hole with a rabbit coming out.
The absurd rabbit hole. That's even an innuendo.
Maybe in your life. That's not an innuendo in my life. He's like, I'm not backing you up, bud. Sorry.
I was waiting. I was waiting.
Patreon.
I was waiting for the punchline.
That's what he said earlier. His stories are very anticlimactic.
That's very
It's a
true.
good build up, and then it's a real disappointment. That's what his girlfriend's telling too.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Like it's a really good build up, and then it's like Oh, that was it.
No, it's really good foreplay.
It's like a
It's the worst.
it's like when you when you drip something out of the eyedropper. It's like bloop bloop bloop. Oh, that's all you had? Yep, that's it.
Wow.
I know.
My penis is the size of the eyedropper, so it's really not that impressive.
Girth. Definitely girth.
Like the head of it? Are we talking like a metal, like a glass
No,
eyedropper?
no,
Talking
like
about Visine?
yeah, like a Visine. Like
Yeah.
no, like a child's like medicine thing.
Yeah.
It's like the balls are the plastic
squeeze.
part.
Yeah.
So that's and then the penis is the long part, and the head actually gets smaller than the penis. It's really weird. Like,
It looks like it's
like normally the head of a penis gets a little bit bigger than the shaft, but like his his gets smaller. It's like when you open a pen.
Sheesh.
It actually does.
And then it just drops a little bit at a time.
There is a detached.
I'm here to cure your eyeballs.
That'll give you like pink eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says I'm here to cure, but that's his buildup, and then it just doesn't cure, so you're very disappointed.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad life you lead.
We're 10 minutes in.
Or 18 minutes
Oh,
in.
damn.
Yeah, because he got all.
I got all of it. I always get all of it.
All of it. Anyways, going to San Diego to visit some friends, so it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I'm excited.
I'm literally going to Florida next week.
Yeah. Oh, it is next
Yeah,
week.
it's next week.
I get a week and a half off of work.
Yeah, he's house sitting for me.
Honestly.
And instead of just going to work, he was like, "Can I have all these days off?
I'm just going to have these days off.
Can I take 9 days off of work?"
He's going to...
Before a weekend. So it's 11 days off work too.
Yeah,
Wow. He's taking a... Yeah.
I'm taking like I think I'm taking like 11 days off too, because I'm not working that Monday when I come back. I need a day to just rest from driving all that,
Yeah,
because
that's a lot.
we're leaving Saturday, and we're gonna try to get back Sunday evening. I'm not going back to work Monday. Like I need a day to just.
That's how long is the
chill.
drive? Have you mapped it yet?
13 and a half hours.
13. So like 17 hours, 18 hours driving.
Yeah, with kids and stopping for I could be able to go without a cigarette that whole time. There's no way.
No, you gotta. Like,
I'll drive it off a bridge.
kill this family.
I won't take you all out with
I
me.
will ruin this vacation before it even starts. I love you.
I love
I
you,
hate
but I
life right
hate
now.
you right now, and we're flying off a bridge as we speak.
Oh man, I couldn't think of a song.
I would not kill my family just for you
yeah,
listeners.
it's
I love my family.
Yeah.
Like, screw you guys for even thinking that. Not you guys, them.
Them guys. Yeah.
You
Why
guys.
would you assume anything? When
You guys.
when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Except not me. So you
But
just
if he comes
assumed.
back about himself saying, "Hey, I'm single." Maybe ask some questions.
Yeah. Maybe.
That wouldn't be for murder. That would just be abandonment at that point. Like, you guys can stay here. I'm leaving.
Have fun.
Yeah, just halfway between though. Just make sure they don't know.
Look, they're not staying in Florida where it's nice. So I'm going to drop them off in like Mississippi or something.
Alabama.
You guys.
There's parts of Alabama that are real nice.
There's also parts of Alabama that are real.
North Alabama, probably, I imagine. Gulf Shores is nice, though.
I mean, you can
Drop
say
him
that
in a
about the
swamp.
entire Southeast. honestly.
Drop him in a swamp.
I'll drop them in Baton Rouge.
I mean, Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge?
So if you speak Cajun, you just really can't use your consonants at all.
My family can't do accents worth a damn.
100%. None of us can.
Okay, so my daughter was in here earlier, right? And she was looking at these folded up pieces of paper that are still left from like 3 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
And she was like, "Dad, how do you sound like a rooster?" And I said, "Well, how do you sound like a rooster?" She goes, "Brr." I was like, that sounds like a dying, I would have guessed dying cow. You're terrible at this game.
You're terrible. I'm
And
sorry.
then she picked up the other one. I said, "Well, how do you sound like an F1 racer?" She goes,
An F1 race.
and she goes, "That's what I would have done."
Yeah, double down.
I was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah."
double down on the rooster. I get
They'll
it.
never guess this one.
It's like,
They'll
this is
never
why
get it right.
this is why you don't play this game with us, because you're not
You're
good.
not good at voice games.
You're not good. I love you, but you're not good. Sorry. You're gonna have to.
Lucky
This.
for me.
She's like, "Why can't
Really
I?"
good soda can sound.
Yeah. She goes, "Why can't I come on the podcast as a guest?" I'm like, "Because you're no." Like, I don't want to be mean, but you're not funny.
How would it be
I'm just kidding. I didn't say she wasn't funny.
No, that was no. But I mean,
I insinuated it.
Damn.
I mean, she's
I'm a firm believer that you need to set these kids up.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
the real world at times.
she's a very serious person. Like she's
got very straight.
She's very emotional.
She's like a 45-year-old female secretary.
She gets in her emotions easily, but comedy, not her thing.
Not her jam.
Not her thing. Same with my other daughter. Oh, my son's only going on like the comedy side. Like,
I could see Ray Lee becoming like some kind of like psychiatrist or something.
oh my god. So speaking of her, thanks for bringing that up. I got the sun right in my eyes.
Spider?
Yeah, the spider. Yeah, there was a spider on the eve of the house, right?
Adam.
Shut up. And I was like, hey, will you go check on your brother? Because he was inside the house. And I look at her and she's bawling her eyes out. And I was like, what is your problem? She's like, there's a spider. It's like, okay, well, it's not going to attack you like the moment you walk through the door. It's not like timing you like, here she comes. And we ride it on.
Right, yeah, they've got it set up.
Red bandana being like, you in the wrong part of town.
And so like I opened the door. I was like, just run. Like, just go right through.
go.
And she was like bawling, tears rolling down her face.
Hear from here.
So I was like, okay. So I walked over. I just picked her up and I literally just walked through the door. I'm
Took
like,
the points.
all right, you're good.
You're safe.
And
Spiders
she
don't get you.
Never came back out of her room. She literally went to her room and never came back out.
Ah, dang it.
But she's at a birthday party right now. So
That's a weird.
You can't get the spiders. You can't get the spiders when you're at a birthday party.
no.
I'm trying because
She had a swim party. And they're camping outside.
Water spiders.
Yeah. She was like, I hope I don't have to sleep on the ground because I don't like bugs. I'm like, well, then you shouldn't go to this party because I
shouldn't go
hear that
camping.
they're spending the night outside.
Yeah.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it.
This is why we bounce around.
yeah, I was going.
No, you can't do that.
you started
You can't
it.
start something and not finish it.
Like I looked over you in
Yeah,
earnest.
so I was going to mention how I was talking about the multiple shows.
You're talking about
we can't
spiders.
talk.
You-
Let's not talk about that on the show. Okay. Well,
I thought you were saying something about fear spiders. Like you were trying
He
to.
is terrified of
Yeah, you were chiming in with spider fears.
So Bryson saw brown recluse inside the house playing on the trash can. So he was sitting there and he's holding up a shoe in the air and he was like, Uncle Jake, there's a spider. And I was like, smash it. I was like, yeah, kill it. Because I wanted to see him like
kill it.
I wanted to go full horse.
I didn't know if there was any other part of that story that was going to happen. I wanted to see him take it out for coffee.
I wanted to see him put the spider in a cup and gently set it free.
I want to see this hyper aggression.
I said, kill it. I wanted to see him kill it. Well, I'm glad
I wanted to see my
I was narrating my own life. It was like, I wanted to see him kill it.
He wanted to see him kill it.
And he wanted to see him kill it. It's my Morgan Freeman impression, by the way.
No,
And at that moment, Jake knew
defensive of like, there's a
that he
bug in
wanted
my
to
house.
see ultra violence.
I told him, I was like, you see bug in your house, bugs don't deserve to be in the house. Kill that bug.
They
He's
absolutely
like, outside,
do.
that's
They-
fine. If it's inside,
They
belong there.
did. They did. Hey man, they're just trying to get comfy. Just
Like we
take it outside.
We took their land.
Yeah.
kill it.
Like-
I told him that I was like, wouldn't it be weird if like wouldn't it be weird if a random person just walked up into your house and it was just like, hey, I'm here now, and they're like, that's not a spider.
Speaking of, my son comes
I think
outside
that's why it was because I said.
and he goes, someone came in the front door.
Oh,
And I said, I'm sorry, what? He goes, someone walked in the front door. I said, who? He goes, I don't know.
me and him stand up and like we're
We
sitting
bolt
there.
in the house.
Yeah.
And he goes right to my room and he looks in. He goes, it was my mom. I was like, son, you can't say that.
Yeah, we were ready to mess somebody
I
up.
was ready to destroy someone. He's like, it's my mom.
Oh my gosh. What if it was like some like terrifying beast?
I'd have killed him.
There's two of
I'd have
us.
killed it. I'd have drop kicked it right in the throat.
Say it's something that's like 9 foot tall.
I don't care.
In there hulking
I
over.
can drop kick high when my family's
Can you?
life is
Yeah, I
at
was gonna
stake.
say, yeah, family. I'd miss.
Big old
Family changes me.
changes a man.
Changes a man. When you have children and you start a family, it changes you. I don't know what accent that was.
You sounded like Ewan McGregor. You sounded like
This Chinese man.
hello there.
Hello there. When you have a family, it changes who you are.
Nice.
Ooh, that is. Yeah, that sounds like
pretty close.
It sounds like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
who we,
Yeah.
That's
I know it. That's why I said that.
Thank you.
Because I know who the actor is, but I was going for the actual
He was going
role.
for more.
I was going
Obi-Wan.
for a specific role.
You were trying to get Mr. Ben
pinpointing.
Kenobi himself.
Yeah. I was trying to pinpoint it.
Benjamin Kenobi.
Speaking of
Used.
Benjamin Kenobi, he's supposed to come back for the actual TV series of Obi-Wan.
That is the thing, yes. He's very excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't what's his name?
Liam Neeson?
Like Anakin.
Oh.
in the third one.
Hayden
Hayden Christensen.
Christensen
Hayden Christensen. Yeah, he's supposed to be coming back to play Anakin.
is Liam Neeson coming back for Qui-Gon?
I doubt it. Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson hated it. Hated Star Wars.
He's got a particular set of skills,
He does.
and it doesn't really work in the
So he hates Star Wars, but he liked Taken. I'm sorry, Star Wars is a little better.
It's a big thing that Liam Neeson does.
That's
Star
weird.
Wars was
Why-
a stupid fantasy. And he really hated the people.
Okay, well now I've lost respect for Liam Neeson.
Why would you, I mean? There's like 16 Takens, and you hadn't lost respect for him.
I've never watched any of them.
I haven't actually.
But just for the I haven't either. But just for the sheer fact that it's like the fact that there's like 13 Fast and the Furious movies now. Like,
Some of them are pretty good.
I mean, they're just bang bang shoot 'em up movies, but the actors are just like, it's the same thing.
I mean,
It's the same thing.
the only one I like is The Rock.
Oh yeah. You did-
Huh?
The only one I like is The Rock.
Yeah.
Well, I take that back.
He's like the first four at least.
Tyrese and Ludacris are funny as hell in those movies. That's the only reason. That's the other reason. Only reason.
Well, the thing
I
is,
watch them.
I just feel like I'm not saying they're bad movies. I never. I was just saying.
I would.
Yeah, it's just like no. I still like. I'm excited to see the new one. Like I'm just like.
I think it's
absurd.
I saw it.
It's absurd. I mean, that's not even meant there, guys. It's
He's actually.
No, that was
he
it.
turned purple.
yeah. Your eyes are your eyes
my
are
God.
red.
Oh, I have a headache.
Yeah.
That was a bad
Yeah.
idea.
You're dehydrated.
I don't know. I thought it would be a funny joke.
Oh,
The payoff sucks though.
You're drinking beer. That's not.
I had one.
Oh.
Yeah, but I've had like 7 bottles of water so far.
But we've been in the shit for hours.
That's
It's
My head hurts.
yeah. Yeah, it's a thing that Liam Neeson. I'm paraphrasing,
I almost did it again. That was an accident. Ow.
but I'm paraphrasing. But he told a fan that wanted
He doesn't deserve any more exposure at this point. Like,
yeah. We should kill him.
I'm gonna
might
Darth
have a
Maul
partic-
his ass.
He might, yeah, half him. He's half the man he used to
He
be.
did call Star Wars childlike fantasies. I hate that.
He didn't get cut in half, by the way.
No, that was Darth Maul.
Yeah.
He got
Stabbed.
just got
Yeah.
gutted.
I literally,
Cooked.
I only know that because I just watched it the other day.
And
My son wanted to watch it, so I
Phantom
watched
Menace
it.
is so rough to watch. Yeah, Darth Maul came back and just badass.
Back like a badass.
Well, he also, I mean, there's points where he helped out the good side. He's helped Ashoka. Yeah, he helped her out.
He was
I don't even know that because I follow some pages that have memes about it. So
Huh?
He was supposed to be a well-written character. Like he has a whole lore behind him. And he just showed him up for one movie and then cut him in half and threw him down the hole.
But I mean, you gotta watch the other cartoon universe.
the-
You gotta watch like.
I mean, they never said. I mean, in the movie, they never said he was dead.
yeah, they just implied that he.
They just implied that he got cut and he.
but
fell
also,
down a
yeah.
hole.
I mean,
I
Luke. Luke lost a hand and fell down a hole.
Luke burned 98% of his body.
Anakin.
Oh, Anakin, you're right. Sorry.
Anakin.
I have the high ground.
Anakin minus the Hanakin
And the legs again.
and the legs again and the skins again
And the wife skin too.
and the wife skin.
The wife skin.
Well, he did lose the wife
He
skin.
did lose the wife.
Skin.
He did lose.
He lost her
the
skin.
Specifically the skin.
Yeah,
The flesh suit.
her supple skin. What? That got weird.
Oh, well, yeah, that did get weird.
So we had a listener. We asked the listeners, and only 2 responded. I'm a little disappointed in all of you except for 2. And they didn't respond on the actual post that I made. They responded on my shared post.
on your personal Facebook.
Yes. And
Rip.
we asked to name this week's episode. We had 2 suggestions. We decided to go with one. We will get to the other one later, so I will not say what it is. But this week, it is Why I Fell Off My Skateboard So Much.
Seriously.
Why did I fall off?
Why did I fall off my
Why'd
skateboard,
you
son?
fall off your skateboard camera? How old were you at the time?
I want to say I was about 14, 15.
This was around like this was around southern Oklahoma, right? Like what city was it in?
Ulica, Oklahoma.
Okay.
It's northeastern Oklahoma.
Northeastern
right?
Oklahoma, which is
Sure you weren't younger than that? Like more like 12, 13?
maybe.
Like I feel like that's the prime age to start skateboarding and learning really well.
Like you start listening to metal.
Like you start,
I was listening to Sum 41.
Oh,
Sum 41 and Blink. Those were the two. Like that's what got me in. Mm-hmm. But what got me in was if you remember the old original PlayStation game, Thrasher Skate and Destroy.
Yes.
Do you not know this game?
I can honestly tell you.
Oh my god!
I've never played Thrasher Skate and Destroy.
It was such a good
I was a
game.
Tony Hawk kid. I
played that too. I had Tony Hawk on a when they had those demo games where you could.
Oh yeah, it was was it the one like the park, like where it had the pool in the middle of it? Was it was Tony Hawk 2 then? So that was a demo for Tony Hawk 2.
Yeah.
I remember.
No. The first one I did was it was in like that
the hangar.
Yeah,
that's the Tony Hawk 1 demo.
Yeah. That was so I did that one, and then I was like, oh, I want to play more skateboarding games. I mean, skateboarding seems really fun. So my mom bought me Thrasher Skate. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. She didn't buy me. It was in a skateboarding magazine because I bought my first one.
Ooh, what skateboarding magazine was your very first skateboarding magazine?
I'll give you a hint. That came with the game.
Oh my god! I was a See, I distinctly remember being a Transworld kid. Like I read I actually had a subscription to Transworld Skateboarder,
Transworld's great.
and that was my dream to play on the cover of. I mean, not even on the cover, just to have something in it, like a little fucking photo shoot.
The instance, like where you just like, I always wanted that too. But yeah, Thrasher was a fun game.
Okay,
and it was like so. On Tony Hawk, it was just like I fall and I'm just like sliding across the ground. Thrasher was like ragdoll. When you fell, you ragdolled hard.
Okay.
I mean, to the point where your arm was like in ways that doesn't look like it should have ever bent. And it was great.
I enjoyed the later Tony Hawk games where you can actually like highlight your bones breaking. Like fun to like jump off the building.
My favorite was Tony Hawk Underground.
Tony Hawk of the Tony Hawk series. Tony Hawk 2 is my favorite of the Tony Hawk series strictly because of the soundtrack. The soundtrack is an iconic soundtrack to me. It made what my musical taste is today because I listened to that.
Tony Hawk 2 soundtrack was.
But
I used to do highlights and like try to make my own skate video out of that. Because you see the skate videos, you're like, oh, I want to do that, but I can't actually do that. So let me do that in the game.
But my favorite skating games, like the Skate series. The Skate series.
I don't know. I can't ever get it down.
Well, that's it. You have to play. It's like skateboarding. It's like you have to practice. Like, because that's the thing is like when I first started playing, it was like
they made a new one, right? Or they're in the process.
Allegedly, they're in the process of making a Skate 4.
Skate 4.
If they had a Skate 4, I'd need whatever new gen console to play it on. That would be PC. I mean, I'd still have to play it. I could play it with controller. I could play it on controller. But. So you were, that was back in the days when you were, Thrasher Skate and Destroy is what led you to start skateboarding.
Yeah, and okay, so
what year would this be if you were 12, 13?
Oh, God, now you asked me to do math.
Right era for this.
90. No, it would have been
2001.
2001, yeah. 2001, 2002.
Prime age for me, yeah.
Prime age for you?
Prime age for me. Don't tell me anything. Prime age for me.
Okay, prime age for you.
He was in the ball sack still, wasn't he?
No, he was.
I was not that young. But no, it was perfect age for me to space skateboarding. Let's continue the story. This is a great story.
Okay. So I want to point out the person who gave us the suggestion for this thing. His name is.
I just realized what I said.
It's funny, yeah.
No, I just realized how. I'm sorry, Chuck Clark.
This is from Chuck Clark.
Okay, Chuck Clark.
His son is a childhood friend of mine and also yours.
Yeah.
Steve. That's who I started skateboarding with. And he got a video camera. I remember that thing, that big old bulky thing.
Like, he was like a VHS.
And we would go around. We were trying to make our own skate videos, and then I finally I had a computer, and I was like, ooh, I think I can put these together with songs behind it to make our own skate video. So I was working on it, and I made I think I made 2. I made one for him and one for me. But we weren't great.
No, that's fine.
Like what we had, like 180s and kickflips and like that.
I can
Kickflips on solid ground, like not over anything cool, just on solid ground.
I might be able to find like skate videos from maybe 2000 or we were young. I'd say so. It was like maybe 5th to 7th grade era. I might be able to find some of mine. Like me and my cousin down in Dallas, we would make a couple of them, but they weren't just. There's one. Oh man, there's one that if I could find the light of day, I would be so embarrassed, but I would also love it. Oh my gosh! But
he made fun of me about making that joke.
Yeah, but there is a video that exists that is an edited video of me in an arcade playing DDR. Like I'm like 11 or 12.
Dude, I'm just glad none of the videos have surfaced of Just Dance from your house.
Oh no,
Our house.
There are some videos of Just Dance at like Ruth has posted on, or I've seen. I know there's one somewhere. Like I could probably find one. But there's no evidence of that house. That house is like burnt and bulldozed and like 3/4 of the stuff that was.
I'm not gonna lie, thank God.
Yeah, no, the things that happened in that house.
The things that happened in that house are embarrassing. That's like cancel culture.
That was
like bad.
That house,
but fun.
No, it was a blast. It was a lot of good times. There was a lot of bad times. Yeah. There was a lot of mediocre times. There was a lot of learning.
I still remember when we got, we're going off track, which is what we do. But I still remember when we got snowed in like that week and a half. That sucked. When our propane froze, we had no heat for a week. This was like the biggest blizzard Oklahoma's
like 2011.
I never considered that propane could freeze.
Well, we didn't have much. Yeah, we didn't have much.
It's low enough it can.
Yeah, and that's what happened to us because I didn't get propane. It was time.
We basically hung up blankets in the living room to keep the heat, with our body heat in here.
Yeah.
It was a bad time. We lived off of cashews and sandwiches.
We ran out of cigarettes.
We
smoked weed.
There's 3 of us living in the house that all smoked.
Yeah.
All ran out of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Bad time. I remember I was like, I can't stand you guys. I'm going to my room to sleep. And I was like in there for 4 minutes. I was like, yep, I'm coming back. It's way too cold back there. I remember I had to take a crap and I sat down on the toilet seat and I was like, oh my God, I think I'm frozen to it. It's so cold.
It was a bad time.
It was a very, very bad time.
It was cool. It was cool.
Prime age, 12, 13.
Prime age.
2001, yeah, prime age for me.
Okay.
You're like 2?
2001 it was a great year for me. Let me just tell you.
Okay.
About 12, 13.
Okay.
Is that Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And who were we with at the time? I know it was you, me, and we were sitting down playing Thrasher, and then how we even get our first skateboard?
I got mine. Mine was a cheap first one. Actually, no, I take that back. I got one for my birthday. It was a Dark Star.
Ooh, that was your.
See, you got lucky.
That was my first skateboard.
I had used my allowance just to buy one at Walmart at the time.
Oh.
I told my mom I wanted to get into skateboarding, so she was like, "Are you sure?" I said, yes. She goes, okay, well, if you're absolutely sure, I will go buy you one. But if not, if you give up on this, I will never buy you anything like this again. I said, okay. So I got a skateboard, went to a skate park, tried to go down a vert right off the bat.
Immediately.
Never tried a vert before.
Oh, yeah. You're just like, dude, I can do this.
I thought I broke my tailbone.
Oh, man.
I hit hard.
What skate park did you go to?
I think it was in Tulsa.
Oh, was it white and metal?
Yes.
So it was it was 21st Street. Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've skated roller skates there and skateboard there, like in recent years.
Oh, I didn't even know it was still. I haven't literally been over there.
Also, you've been doing it for 20 years since 2001. Amazing.
No, I'm not good. Like I'll still ride my skateboard around still. Like
I told my wife I want, because my son's been wanting to like get into skateboarding. I was like, well, I need to get one so me and him can I can try to teach him, because I can't really teach him.
Just by like being like, hey, here, do this.
Yeah, just, hey, I need you to slide your foot up the board and flick it off the side.
Yeah.
I can't. I have to show him. Yeah, I have to show him how to do it. And she was like, you're going to hurt yourself. You're way out of shape. And so I was like, okay, I want to try a kickflip on his board. I landed one. Second one I tried. the board landed on its side, and I landed on it and fell, and it literally like destroyed my ankle. I was like, oh, I forgot how bad these boards hurt when they hit you. I completely forgot how bad they hurt.
Still crashing on
Ankle breakers
skateboards.
and nut busters.
I think the ankle breakers are the worst ones. I've been credit carded enough times. Like
The worst
hurts.
credit card. I can recall the worst credit card of my life. But first, I wanted to talk about my first skateboard. I did have I got my first skateboard from a garage sale, but it wasn't a good. It was just like a little cheapo. I think it was Nash. Was the brand. It was like a little Walmart. Yeah, just like no grip tape on it. Like it was like I said, Walmart board quality.
Yeah, I know the feeling, yeah.
But for Christmas, that it was like 3 months later because everyone got into skating in my like 5th grade year. It was like me, Andre Scott, Aaron Kirkendall, like
Everyone that hated my guts in high school.
well, I didn't like they were gone. I didn't talk to them
They were
anymore.
total D-bags
Yeah.
to me all through high
Yeah,
school.
they were clowns. Anyway,
fine.
yeah, we should
Screw you
beep those
all.
names. But
Absolutely.
what if they ever listen?
You know.
Just first names or last names.
Actually, Andre was cool with me towards the end. Like we were pretty cool, but not the other one.
Yeah, he just went a weird way.
He was always a D-bag to me.
Anyways,
It stayed that way.
Walmart skateboard.
And then I got a Shorty's Chad Muska skateboard.
Shorty's,
was
yeah.
my very first board, and it was the Kamikaze Sun. And essentially, it was like because Chad Muska was my favorite skater on Tony Hawk 2, so got the Chad Muska, and I learned how to like really ollie on that board.
Yeah.
Learned how to do 180s on that board. Learned how to do pop shoves on that board, and then I broke it.
How's a pop shove right there?
My best trick I ever learned was a fakey big spin.
Ooh, those are dirty.
Yeah, that was like my favorite trick to learn how to do, and like I did it by accident. Like the first time I did, I was just trying to do a fakey shove it, and I was like, okay, so I just like. I did it and it just kept spinning, and then I was like,
Caught it.
I was trying because I know you have to go the opposite. You have to spin the opposite direction of the board.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that either.
Oh, you just did it.
Like I just did it, my whole body just went with it. I was
Just
like,
naturally did it.
I literally first time I ever tried it, landed
Caught
it.
it.
I actually didn't try it. First time I guess attempted.
What were you
quote, unquote,
attempting to do?
Just a fakey shove it.
Okay.
But my body just like spun weird.
Your body had an aneurysm?
And like I remember Steve was like, "Dude, that was a fakey big spin." I was like, "It was."
You just worked it out.
Like
till
I
you
didn't
got
even
it?
know that was a thing. And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh well, I guess I'll just keep doing that because that was pretty easy."
See, that was a weird one because when it came to those games, like I was more interested in the weird like stationary movements they would make, like the tricks where they did.
Oh yeah, no, like Flatland.
So that's the stuff I would do. Is I would do that kind of like the balancing and like popping up and then rebalancing. That's the stuff I was trying to do. I was like
The manuals and
Oh,
stuff.
I keep kicking the camera because I'm terrible.
That stuff fascinated me, and I didn't know why. It was just something.
Oh, manuals are cool.
No, Rodney Mullen is a god.
Oh my God,
Like
yes.
that's what he does. Like
Day
Rodney
One
Mullen,
Song.
Day One Song. I like said I grew up in the country and didn't have much to skate on.
yeah.
So I practiced a lot of that as well. Like, but my best trick I ever got was a 360 flip. And
I could never do those. I tried I couldn't do varial flips. I could not do it. When I learned how to land, do a heel flip, I thought it was like, oh, this is awesome.
I learned heel flips before kick flips.
Really?
Yeah.
They're so much harder.
Not for me, or they weren't for me. Like I don't know the
couldn't-
last time I've landed a heel flip now because now the action is
I could
weird.
never do a heel flip. Like I finally did. It took me like 2 years of skating to figure out how to do one. Kick flips were easy for me.
No, kick flips took forever. Like because I kept doing
You know what's crazy? I could double flip, but I couldn't varial flip.
you just couldn't varial flip.
I'm like, but I can fakey big spin. I could.
I mean,
double flip, but I couldn't do both motions together.
Yeah, the foot scoop is weird.
Yeah.
It's a strange
It was
sensation.
really weird. I almost learned that at Impossible. I almost got it. I tried for months to try to learn.
I want to learn. I mean, if I got,
It was a weird foot motion. That's the only reason I couldn't ever finish it. To make your foot do the circle. It's just weird. I'm like, why am I making my foot do a circle in midair? It's just a weird motion.
I want to do a hard flip. Like,
Oh my God.
learn, if I could learn a hard flip, that would be cool. But I have a skateboard.
I'd have been happy with a 360 flip. That would have been awesome.
Let's learn how to do. You learn how to do a 360 flip, and I'll learn how to do a hard flip by the time we're 35.
Yeah.
We've gone so far off the main purpose of this.
Hey, we're talking about.
talking about it.
We are, yeah, but yeah,
Our plan backfired, but we're here.
I'm sorry.
We're here
I
for
think
it.
it divulged,
We're here for it. Whatever.
but
Oh, now we really do.
no, yeah, no, I didn't. My brain just turned off. But no, I really did want to know. Like, tell us more about.
no, you're on the. You're talking about your first skateboard.
Oh well, yeah. No, my first skateboard. Like I said, I remember getting it on Christmas, and it was a snowy, gross, wet Christmas, so I couldn't skateboard
do
outside.
anything, yeah.
Because my grandparents had a concrete slab porch that was very, very large, but they also had a shed, or a shop,
yeah.
like that had garage doors this big, and it had big concrete slab.
Yeah.
So I skated in there, and I fell a lot that day. But also,
Those smooth concrete slabs make everything so much harder.
but it was also so dusty that
Your
my
wheels just spun
my
on it.
brand new grip tape shiny skateboard was
yeah.
just disgusting. The first day I got it, my dad was upset.
Just keep going.
We'll pick it back up. Sorry, I got into the story.
I know. That train is so annoying. It's gone. You can continue. I don't think it'll pick up that little bit.
It killed the vibe.
Yeah, it killed the vibe. My vibe's gone.
Stop the train.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
So are we going to talk real stories or?
No, I feel like that's what I thought we were gonna do. Like I was like, if he wanted to know about.
No, the initial goal was to get all this made up. Like nothing was supposed to be real. And then you guys actually know about skateboarding.
Yeah, we get excited about skateboarding.
Names, I was like first off, 2001, I was 4.
No, okay, 2020 was.
Ready for skateboarding.
Well, when you started saying I popped it and I was like, anyone that knows skateboarding is gonna know he's lying out of his ass.
I was going to start making a story about Tony Hawk. I was like, yeah, my grandma actually met Tony Hawk in at a skating ring, but she thought he was a drug dealer, so she didn't call him out by name.
He's very Birdman looking. He looks like a bird. He looks like a creepy Birdman.
He kind of does. He has like a bird face and a nose.
Sunken eyes.
He does have a sunken eyes.
That's why he made Birdhouse.
You say what?
That's why he made Birdhouse.
Made my Birdhouse. That's why all of his stuff was a hawk.
Yeah, it was a hawk.
It's because he looks like a hawk, not because his name.
Not because his name is because he got his name because he looks
like a hawk.
He's actually
His parents' last names were actually Collins. And they're like, he looks
Tony
like a hawk, so
Collins.
we're called
Tony Collins. Tony Collins.
And I'm going to call it a full name at the end of this. Because earlier you guys were talking about you were talking about how nice it is to be able to, you were talking about how nice it is to use Walmart online to just get these prepared. Grab it.
And just come pick it up.
And
Yeah.
talking about how bad it was to order things
Through internet delivery.
The Walmart
Yeah.
app. So I have the Walmart app, but I don't buy anything off of it. I use it to check stock at the Walmarts. So there was a situation where I get an email and it says that I made a purchase. I don't have a card attached to Walmart, so I was like, I wonder where this purchase is from. And this guy got into my account, used his name, his address, and his card on my account to make a purchase. I canceled it, but so hey, Josh Collins, go ahead, try to get inside my account again. I have your address.
Speaking of someone hacking things, tell us about your COD account.
And yeah, so on May 31st, I got 2 emails in a span of about 15 minutes. The first one saying that my primary email for my Activision account, which is for Call of Duty, has been changed. And then within 15 minutes, I get a second one saying my account has been unlinked from Activision. So I go in there, and yeah, they had gone to my account, changed my email, and then unlinked it so that I couldn't get a recovery email because they changed the recovery email. So now I'm on a 10-day feud with whoever this name is. There's going to be a way. I'll catch his name.
You'll figure it out.
You don't take my things.
Don't take my digital.
Don't take my things.
My digital
I
life.
like it.
Don't take my video games.
Oh.
I get very
We can't do that.
Oh, not his games.
video games.
Not his games.
Can't do that. That's bad.
Well,
I mean, I can't even tell the last time I played a video game right now.
I can earlier today.
You played earlier?
I played Destiny.
Destiny today.
Which is crazy. My daughter. Okay, so my daughter had.
I come home. I come home.
It will be home for a week.
We know.
I was sitting there playing. My daughter's birthday party that she was going to started at 5.
This is at 11?
This was at 11.
11 a.m.
I'm sitting there playing Xbox. She walks up to me. She goes, "Dad, is it time to go yet?" I said, "If it was time to go, you think I'd be sitting here playing my Xbox? You think I would be mid-game with controller in hand if it was time to walk out that door?" She was like, "No." I was like, "Then why would you ask me that?" She was like, "Because I want to go."
See, you're
Like, okay, I understand.
They have that previous thought. They don't have that. They say.
I have to teach. I'm trying to teach them deductive reasoning.
Deductive reasoning.
I don't even know if that's a real thing, but I'm teaching
I mean, it
them.
is. Yes, it's definitely a saying in like any
teaching
Sherlock
that.
Holmes TV show or movie.
I don't watch those.
Just like it's
Deductive reasoning is using your clues, using context, like using your clues.
Elementary.
We just got a clue.
Man, I love Blue's Clues. That was
Not the
R.I.P. Steve.
yeah.
R.I.P. Steve.
He's not dead.
Oh, he's not. Oh,
No, he's not dead. He hasn't been part of the show for quite a while. They got a new guy.
R.I.P. to the show.
They got a new guy when we were still
Yeah.
children.
They had a new guy. When I
thought he was Steve.
Was watching it.
No, Steve was
Steve was-
a couple of years after we stopped watching it is when they got a new guy. Like it's
Oh,
when
so
they
we
got
had
rid of Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, so like Steve's been gone for a long time, and I think Steve even came back for a little bit.
I don't keep up with Blue's Clues. Once I stopped watching it, like I was done with
You
it.
were done. You didn't want to.
I know it because there was a meme.
This kid watched Dragon Tales. Dude, that theme song. That theme song is annoying.
The only thing I watched on OETA was
Let's all go to
Arthur.
Dragonland.
Out of my brain, and then you said something, and I was like, "No."
Oh,
What
I
have
don't know.
you
We can't
done?
play that.
No,
I was gonna play it.
Don't play.
We can't.
you can't.
Copyrighted. I'll play it.
AMC8
I'll
or
play it
whatever.
We have to get
segments.
permission from the company that made the song.
I guarantee you they would give us permission. Any exposure they'll
I don't
take.
think anyone would answer.
Is it still a show running?
I don't
So
know.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I think the creator of it died. I think that's why we brought it up before.
Really?
There was a
Interesting.
death in the Dragon Tales community.
Soul crushing.
You think Dragon Tale has like the same thing as like the BronyCons or whatever it is?
I guarantee there is Rule 34 for it,
Oh, I mean, there was Rule 34.
which means that there's going to be IRL Rule 34 for it as well.
I know.
That's the thing is
Is it disappointing? Is it disturbing? What is it? What is that feeling of it? Because you hear that and you're just like, why? But it's like, if people are into it, why not?
exactly.
No, the final episode aired 2005.
2005. Okay, so it's
6 seasons.
Because there was a death, right? Who was the one that died?
I
I
don't.
guess it doesn't matter. You don't have to.
You don't have to look it up.
Too late.
He's already
Who
searching.
died
I think it was.
Who died related to Dragon Tales?
in Dragon
Like, the
Tales?
entire cast is dead. What do you mean?
Oh, first thing that comes up is Dragon Ball Z. They all died.
They all died.
Yamcha every season.
Yamcha.
Ron Rodecker. He was the co-creator. He was 90. Of course he died.
Yeah, he's an old
kinda
man.
old.
It's very old.
It's very old.
I do have respect for the creator of Attack on Titans just because of how
Never
much
watched
of a
that.
bastard he is.
Never watched it.
I never watched it either, but
My daughter has.
Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
It's great. It's pretty brutal. How old is she again? Is it?
Seven?
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't let her watch it. Her mom did. Not me.
I mean,
Purposely dark because the creator says he wants to crush people's dreams in the show of like anyone you like, he will kill because you like them.
it's pretty much like
He hates people.
Game of Thrones without the sex
watched
for
that either.
kids. It's pretty violent.
The meme scene of like everyone's favorite character, like the badass, and it's just like they get crunched on, like the mouth closes and you listen like, you think I would die here, and then it closes and you see an arm fly out and we're like, oh my god.
It's pretty brutal.
It's like the favorite character of the show there. I was like, he can't die, and it dies like no.
I'm not
I feel like since the show is over, can I spoiler alert it? Yeah, I mean it's done.
How long ago did it end?
Recently.
Just finished, but it's like 4 or 5 seasons. But that is also from season 1.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought that was
So no, I mean that
Can't
from
spoil recent.
okay from what you explained to me.
It's a big show too.
Yeah, but from what you explained to me is like in the first season before the
So we
main
can spoil season 1.
yeah, like the main character becomes a giant titan himself. Like that's when it happens. Is like he gets
the baddest move. Like, you think I would die here?
But he doesn't say that. He's just like,
it's something along those lines.
I think that's meme adage. It's not like it might be if it's the later part, but from that part it's not. Like he just gets caught and then he like tries to open it back up and then it closes again and his arm goes flying and then he pretty much erupts out and he's a huge Titan and then it's like balls to the wall. It's a pretty cool show.
I hear it's pretty brutal. I've heard things about it.
It's pretty good anime. I mean, it's the season 3 is kind of dry and gets kind of weird, and then season 4 where they're kind. I mean, it was
just like any show.
Yeah, it was really good, and then it kind of tapered off, and now they're finished.
People crapped on The Walking Dead.
I haven't finished The Walking Dead.
At a certain point, kind of deserved it.
I didn't get past season 2.
Great show.
I know. My parents are really into The Walking Dead.
I haven't watched the recent episode or recent seasons, but like. I've been keeping up with it.
I stopped at I think season 5 when I was just like it just became people killing people and then
no zombies.
It was a lot of lack of zombies.
I mean, what do you think is going to happen in a post-apocalyptic?
No, it became super almost political, like a zombie apocalypse political base where it's like one faction fighting another, but there was not much.
Are you talking about one faction fighting the people that were eating humans? Because I feel like that's justified.
That's like zombieism, pretty much.
No,
it's cannibalism.
Oh, that is true. There's an actual word for it. That is a real word for it.
There's a whole lot of people going around being like, God, I don't like these people.
You mean the guy who called himself the governor?
The governor. I am the governor.
When they fought him?
A little bit after that. I'm trying to remember.
Who. Okay, who was
It was after
that?
the prison.
Negan?
I'm trying to remember.
The guy who smashed people's head in with a baseball bat?
That's where I stopped. Basically, that's where I stopped.
You mean that? I mean, he's still in the show, but he was a d-bag. He kind of deserved it.
There was a lot of episodes of them just.
I don't know who is driving. Like,
there was 7 trucks.
we're trying to do a podcast, a-hole.
Yeah, there was 7 trucks.
There's 13 dudes come through that door right now. What'd you say?
Kill them all.
I want to apologize.
That was just a joke for the podcast.
I'll tell him I was wrong, but I won't apologize.
I'm petty enough where I'll be like, yeah, kick my ass. Shut up.
I bet you smell real pretty.
He would love a bunch of dudes kicking his ass. Like, yeah, touch me where I don't like
it. I talked about wanting like a female MMA fighter to just beat my ass, like not even a sexual way, just fight the out of me. Oh, there we go. That's a belief. It's 2. 1 for you, 1 for me. Very beginning.
He did do one.
Yeah. Like very, very beginning.
Very, very beginning.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was really.
Oh, okay. He wasn't even present.
I mean, really. My brain
wasn't present at all.
No, I heard that truck, and I was just like,
I could tell he wasn't present, and I was staring at him to find out when he was going to come back to
reality. Reality.
He was going to come back to the show. When he was coming back from his own commercial break.
I was just like, this truck.
He was like,
exactly.
I was like, any minute now.
He's going to turn back on.
The commercial's over. And welcome back to the show.
Wait, where were we?
Good question.
Thank you for tuning in for this episode of the Absurdity Podcast. Make sure you follow us on all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Absurdity69. I almost stumbled through that one, but I recovered. And follow us on
Being an athlete.
The YouTubes at Absurdity.
Oh, you fumbled it there. Man. Failure. It's like you were the fat lineman who got the fumble and you were running it and you were he was at the 5-yard line, the 4-yard line,
the wrong way.
The 3. He trips and then you fumbled again. Yeah, you were going the wrong way and you fumbled it.
Absurd Entertainment on YouTube. Subscribe. Toodaloo.
Potatoes.
Bye.
I'm the seed sucker.